Hello guys, how you doing? This is Ollie Hayes and I am back 8.5 months after I first had my hair transplant. I wanted to do another video for two reasons. One, so you can see how it is, and two, to tell you that I'm going back to have phase 2 done. So as you may remember from earlier videos, I ended up with 1,500 hair follicles coming out of the back of my hair, the donor area, and they were put in the front around here. I was going quite baldy on the sides and at the front here, and I now have a perfect hairline that was designed by a surgeon at the hair doctor, and I have to say I am really happy with the result. I absolutely love what's happened here. It's just great. It just feels great. It looks natural. I absolutely am loving it. I have to say as well, when they say you don't get the final product until 8 to 12 months on, I completely understand that now. It's a bit weird because you think, well, 4 months on, 6 months on, this is my hair, is this it? But it kind of works out what it needs to do, where it needs to grow. The density becomes thicker as the months go on. And as I say, I am really happy with my hairline there. So my first session had 2,000 hair follicles in total. 1,500 were put around the front here, and then 500 were put in the top of my head, almost like a little test just to see how it's going. So if you remember from earlier videos, the top of my hair, my bald patch here, smooth as a baby's bum, shiny, completely white, proper bald. So with 500 hairs in, this is what it now looks like. I'm hoping you can see that. It has made a big difference already. I'm going to try that again just to make sure you can see it. Okay, so there's 500 hairs gone in the top, and I was told that I could have in total 4,000 hairs removed from the donor area at the back, and you wouldn't be able to tell any difference there, and have them spread where I like. And I think actually I'm going to keep obviously I've got 1,500 here, 500 in the top, and so I've got 2,000 to play with. I think I'm going to do like 1,000 or 1,500 in the top there just to finish it off. And then I'll have 500 left to kind of play with in future, just in case I want to. So I feel great about it. It's coming on, it's looking really good. It's still not 100% there with the front. It's still got a month or two to really grow into what it's doing, and the transplants here are going to kind of gel in with the rest of your hair. Obviously at this stage, nobody knows. No one can tell. I mean, I'm quite vocal about the fact I've had a hair transplant because I think it's great and I believe in it. And for me, frankly, you know, if you can reach that decision in your life and you've got the money to pay for it, that's just success. So tell everybody. But obviously, when you do tell people, they say, really? I can't tell. That's the whole point. You can't tell that I've had a hair transplant. So looking forward to getting the final bits done on the top there. A couple of questions that have come in for me since my last video is, how old am I? I recently had my 40th birthday, and a couple of other questions are you still on medication? So yes, when you first have it done, obviously you're on pain relief for I think a couple of weeks, maybe a bit longer actually, maybe it's 4 weeks of pain relief. But now, no, I do have 1 pill a day. It's finasteride, which is also known as paprika. So it's 1 tiny pill a day. I have it each evening as I'm cleaning my teeth. I pop that pill in, and what it does is it stops your hair falling out. It doesn't make it grow any faster, it doesn't make it any thicker, but it just stops it falling out. So I have male pattern baldness. That's when you have a bald patch, that's what you've got. So your hair is always going to fall out of the top there. So once they've taken it out from the donor area and stuck it in the top, you want to keep it there, you have this 1 pill a day, or 1 pill an evening in my case, and it stops it falling out, and it works really well. If you have a hair transplant, generally they will give you some for free as part of the cost. My guys, where I went, the hair doctor, they give you an annual supply. So for a year, you don't need to worry about these pills. They literally give you a big old pack of them. Just take 1 a day for a year. I think after that, it's about 300, 400 quid a year to get an annual supply. So really worth it. I feel great. I have a tie on today. I'm hopefully looking quite smart because it was my daughter's graduation from nursery. She's only 4 years old. That's what they do at nursery these days. So she had the gown and the cap and all that, so dressed up smart. And I thought before I get back into work, I'll do a real quick video on the hair. So this is it. This is how it's looking. I'm really, really happy with it. It feels great. I will be documenting phase 2 when I go in, which is next Thursday. So there'll be a video about that when I have it off. The slightly frustrating thing is I've got to shave my whole head again. They did say, look, you can keep the front here as it is. We're not touching the front. We'll just shave the donor area and the top and sort that out. But I think that's going to look really, really strange. And once you've had that procedure, you can't then shave your hair again because you need to protect your head, not bang it, not have vibrations on it. You just need to keep it calm for a few days and a couple of weeks. You can't wear a cap for 2 weeks afterwards either. So I think I'm just going to shave the whole thing off and start again, basically. But this will be my final sort of transplant just to finish it off. Donor area, I don't know, sometimes you can't tell. I don't think you can tell that there are any hair follicles have been removed. People that I know, even my own barber, my own hair stylist was like, I can't tell anything. Sometimes when I'm washing my hair, I feel like, can I feel there's less hair there on the back? I think it might be me being paranoid, I don't know. I mean, there is less hair. There's 2,000 fewer hair follicles in there. But no one can tell. It makes no difference to the back of my hair at all. So that's going to be it. So as you know, I think these things are really an important decision for people, so that's why I've been quite vocal in the hair doctor, who have done a great job for me. They've stayed in touch with me between when I got it done and now, so for 8 months we get the odd WhatsApp from them, and I can reach out to them many times, which is really helpful. And I think they've been great. They've been really good. They're in Dewsbury, just outside of Leeds, and I looked at going to Turkey. It's cheaper. I've got a whole review on that stuff in an earlier video on this channel. You can have a look if you like. But for me, they're kind of like the right people, the right place, the right fee as well. It's about feeling comfortable with it. Guys, I wish I'd had this done 10 years ago. I wish I'd just done it 10 years ago. This procedure exists. It is affordable. If you want to get it done, you can look at financing options, and it feels great. Everyone thinks I look fantastic. I've now just got to lose a stone and a half in weight, and I'm there. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that update was sort of useful, just to check in what it looks like from being completely bald and having it done. 8 months in, 8.5 months in, this is what it looks like, and I'm really happy with where it is. So that's it from me, really, until the next video, which will be me sat in the waiting room of the hair doctor before I go in for my second and final procedure.